Honorable Speaker, thanks for giving me the floor. Honorable Speaker, before going to the main portion of the debate, I would like to rebut on some of the issues that were brought up by the opposition. First of all, they spoke that women, the bridegroom family paying and for the bride, and it is a sort of like women being perceived as commodity. First of all, I would like to impose on the fact that we live in a misogynist society. We have to regret to the fact that we have to accept the fact that we live in a misogynist society where women are already being treated as commodity, and in places like Albania it is a common issue. So, but I would like to impose the fact that women being treated as commodity does not depend on who is paying the money or not. For example, if you go for India, in India the bride's family would have to become bankrupt for paying the dowry money. Still the woman is tortured and is treated as a commodity. So actually it does not depend who is paying the money or not. Second of all, they said about the negative aspect of the monetary exchange that takes place in this system. Honorable Speaker, we like to impose on the fact that monetary exchange is a common issue in marriages all over the world, and in places like Albania or those places you have to pay the matchmaker for the some amount of money, and you have chance of fraudulence also. But in this case the money is just for the shipping cost, the money is for the cost that this actually takes place in this process. So we actually believe to the fact that the monetary exchange, that is an universal aspect in a marriage, is not a firm logic to stop this proposal to be taken. Thirdly, I would like that they said about that objectification of women and demeaning of values. I would like to rebut it on two aspects that they said. First of all, they said about the physical aspect, that this system would make the girl to be judged on her physical aspect. But I would like to imply to the fact that I already said before, we live in a misogynist society. We choose girls on the basis of the physical aspect. For example, if I would like to go out with a girl, I would look on a physical aspect, whether she is good looking or not. So in this case it happens for every civilized society as well, and in Albania or countries like the third world countries it is a common issue. So this issue that is already prevalent does not actually stand as a good logic to actually reject this proposal. Then they said about women being treated as a magazine product because you are actually browsing their photos, you are seeing their photos. Honorable Speaker, is it any way different that is being done on social media like Facebook or any other social media, where sometimes due to lack of privacy the women are being stalked continuously? For example, if in a normal situation, if a guy wants to go out with a girl, he goes through her Facebook data and sees her picture. So that is thing that is prevalent throughout. So why for this universal aspect we would stop this good proposal? Now another time comes that women not being able to sue, that they had brought up. For example, but I would like to imply to the fact that even if we assume the fact that women is not going to sue, they already said that US is a conscious society where even the dead person gets her justice due to the consciousness of the surrounding people. So the people around her are conscious. So before beating up a girl, a husband knows that the surrounding people are very much conscious, and as she is an exotic person, the prominent changes that would take place after the beating would be very much prominent, and then the husband has a huge chance of getting prosecuted. So the husband would rather not take the chance of being prosecuted. So the issue that they said about women not being able to sue is a very lame logic, and this act is not enough to reject this good proposal. Now it's my turn to show why is it a good proposal. First of all, I would like to show by showing the comparative analysis between the arranged marriage system prevalent in those countries versus this system, what it promises. First of all, that in arranged marriage, a 13-year-old girl is married off to a person that she hardly knows, she doesn't know at all, and in this system the girl does not have any chance of child marriage because there are verification of data, and second of all, there is a chance of later exchange and telecommunication. So the girl or the boy has a chance of knowing each other even a little, whereas there is no scope of knowing each other in the arranged marriage system. Second of all, treating like a commodity in a misogynist society like Albania versus the insurance facilities provided by the American or UK society. In Albania, the women are treated as like commodity. It does not need to be explained further, but if you look in the society of US or UK, health insurance and education insurance is a common thing, and if a girl goes there, her life is secure even before getting her citizenship. Then comes the situation of runaway situation. They said, okay, we accept the fact that there may be beating up or there may be physical torture cases even in some of the unaccepted cases, but if I'm a girl in Albania, I would, if I run away by being treated like that, I would be actually misused by the society and again thrown out to the bridegroom's family. Whereas in US, I can even get a shelter, I can go to my embassy, I can go to the NGO, or I can even work myself to be self-dependent. But in Albania, I have no chance of working because they do not permit women to work in those situations. Again, there comes the question of economic security versus economic safety. Albania does not promise you with any sort of economic security, but in US you have a great deal of economic safety, not only for you but also for your children, also for your family. Your children have a greater chance of being educated. So as a woman, would I opt for the economic security or would I opt for the safety provided by the US government or the UK government for my child's education and so on? Then comes the question of injustice. In Albania, if a husband beats her wife to death, there is very little chance of they being actually detained or they being executed. Whereas in US, even if you kill a girl of Albania, you will be executed, you will be hanged to death or electrified. So the thing is that the husband would not likely kill the girl because there is sheer justice in those countries. Again, now is a girl's perspective, I would like to issue on the two aspects. First of all, in the arranged marriage system, there is no chance of any sort of improvement versus the chance of improvement that is prevalent in this system. For example, in this system, even my situation would get very much better after the 2 years because I'm getting a citizenship of a country, a royal country like UK and US. It's a dream like lifetime opportunity for a girl. So why would not I opt for that system, for rather settle for something that is actually very insecure and that is actually very it is actually very not only insecure, it is actually gives me a threat of my life where I have no sense of security, where I have no value, where I am treated as a commodity very much more. So considering the whole aspect of the debate is about, is it worth the risk? We actually believe to the fact that due to the good aspect, and we believe that the pros actually outweigh the cons. And to be honest, our debate is based on the four logics that was first was about the opportunity of a better lifestyle that was explained by Mansef, and economic social security that was explained by me, and win-win for both families and comparative analysis. So we actually accept the fact that this is a win-win situation for both families because the bride's family is getting money from the bridegroom's family, and the bridegroom, who was actually suffering for insecurity, was not getting any girl to get matched up with, is also getting a girl at the end stage. So this is a win-win situation for both the families. And fourth of all, I showed my comparative analysis. By comparative analysis, I showed how this system provides and promises me with a better lifestyle, with a better sense of security and a better future versus the insecure life of Albania. So considering all the aspects, we clearly believe that it is very worth the risk, and we believe that this motion should be passed, and we believe that we shall take the debate home. Thank you all.